Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be focusing on Bitcoin's price action and Ethereum's price action and showcasing the similarities in their price predicament. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future and let's dive right in. So this is a higher low for Bitcoin that has been holding as support for all of this year, all of 2021, and now we got that first weekly candle close just below it, and this weekly high low might be figuring as a resistance after holding as a support for the entirety of 2021. At the same time, we have this 50-week exponential moving average support, and this is going to be a support and this is going to be a resistance in the next few days. A bit of a tight range forming here. Price compression most likely going to happen. Breaking either of these levels is going to be dictating a bit of sentiment. Breakdown from the 50-week EMA towards the downside, that's going to be cause for some bearishness, whereas reclaiming this level as a support is something that we need to see if bulls are to take control. But the main thing that I want to talk to you guys about Bitcoin's price action is this downtrending wedging structure. We've seen this downtrending wedging structure form since mid-May, really. So that 53% crash was effectively the beginning of this wedging structure, and Bitcoin's price action has been consolidating inside this structure for more than a month now, for quite a while. And at the same time, Bitcoin has been occupying the upper half of this wedging structure for quite a while now as well, a few weeks in fact. And most recently, we've seen a almost picture perfect rejection from the diagonal trendline resistance of this market structure. In any case, we tend to see this midpoint of the wedge figure as a support, which proceeds, rallies towards the upside, towards this diagonal resistance. And we've seen this happen 3 times already. And this is something I was talking about on Twitter. So this is the most recent test here. But as long as we hold this orange midpoint support of this wedging structure, then Bitcoin won't actually pull back and break down into the lower half of the structure. But let's assume that it does. Let's assume that Bitcoin loses this 50-week EMA and the higher low is a resistance rejecting price, and we lose this midpoint, then we could still rally or at least break down towards the lower 30s or even higher 20s and maintain the bottom of this wedging structure as a support and then rebound towards the upside towards this region. Of course, we're still just consolidating inside this wedging structure, and this wedging structure is going to dictate the sentiment, in my opinion, breaking out from here, and we'll be able to reclaim this weekly high low, which is really important for the actual bulls to take control of the trend. And of course, breaking down from here would probably see further extensive downside for Bitcoin's price action. So this wedging structure is really important. And these levels here, the 50-week EMA needs to hold as a support to maintain macro bullishness. But this weekly high low also has to be reclaimed as a support for that macro bullishness to still remain intact. That's about it for Bitcoin's price action. But we're also seeing a 2021 higher low here on Ethereum. So you're seeing that comparing Ethereum's higher low, 2021 higher low, to Bitcoin's, Bitcoin is teetering on losing this higher low, whereas Ethereum is still yet to test it right now, this week. We saw a rebound from it, of course, but we're going to probably test it relatively soon, and this 2021 higher low is going to be put under some pressure. But the most important thing to bear in mind here is that we're seeing a wedging structure form on Ethereum. So this is still macro consolidation for Ethereum in an area that is actually confluent with the 2021 higher low. And the 2021 higher low represents the 2000 price point, whereas the bottom wedging structure support is 1,850. So you're seeing that there is quite a lot of confluence support in this area. And even if Ethereum loses the 2021 higher low, this wedging structure bottom, will probably actually figure as a support and could even see Ethereum's price action rebound back above this 2021 higher low. So that's something to really bear in mind going forward. It's still just macro consolidation, and we're still seeing a lot of confluence support in this upper 1,800 region and the 2,000 price point. And also at the same time, we're in a wedging structure, we're respecting the 2021 higher low, but we're also seeing the 200-day exponential moving average being approximately confluent with this higher low. So interesting to see that the 200 exponential moving average, which is a long-term gauge of investor sentiment, is figuring as a support that is confluent with the higher low and approximately almost confluent also with the bottom of the wedging structure. In any case, it goes back to my point that there is lots of confluent support in this area. And of course, the 50-day exponential moving average will be a resistance. It has rejected Ethereum's price action on many occasions in May and June. And most recently, of course, in July, right over here, this 50-day exponential moving average is going to be a resistance. This 200 EMA is going to be a confluent support, as I mentioned earlier. Really important to note that this 200 EMA was briefly lost late June, but apart from that, we haven't seen this 200 EMA be lost, well, since March 2020, when we saw the entire situation occur worldwide. So that's quite interesting to see that losing this 200 EMA would be something totally out of the ordinary in terms of the price action that we've seen since March 2020. Really important that that confluent area of support holds for Ethereum here, and we have lots of things to watch out for here. The weekly higher low, the bottom of the wedging structure, and the 200 EMA all acting as support, all conspiring for Ethereum's success here to hold these levels for a chance at breaking out from this wedging structure. Let's see if that continues to hold. Lots of confluent support there going forward. But having said that, guys, thank you so much for watching today. That's about it for today's video update. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like the video if you did. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.